So welcome to the Brackley Dynasty. This Formula One family started with a team called Tyrell Racing, owned by Ken Tyrrell. It competed in Formula One for several decades and achieved drivers and constructors world championships during that time in the late 60s, early 70s. However, by the 1990s, and this car is from 1996, the team was no longer running at the front. It was struggling and running more towards the back of the grid. However, in 1999, Ken Tyrrell sold the team to BAR Racing, who had a partnership with Honda. This team was much more successful. It was very much a midfield team. It did challenge for podiums, but never looked like winning an actual championship. From 1999 to 2005, it competed under the name BAR, and then in 2006, the team was called Honda F1. And this car from 2006 is a Honda F1 car, similar branding to BAR, and the team improved. It got a huge investment from Honda, but in 2008, at a similar time to the financial crisis, Honda decided to pull out of Formula One altogether, and they sold the team for the huge sum of £1 to one of their engineers, a guy called Brawn, and he named the team Brawn GP. Now, considering Formula One teams are now worth in excess of $1 billion, buying the team for £1 was obviously a very shrewd and amazing investment. But not only that, Brawn Racing in its first year won both the drivers and constructors championships. Jenson Button winning his first drivers championship. It was extremely impressive, but Ross Brawn only kept the team for a year, and after a year he sold it for a lot more, I don't know how much, to Mercedes. And from 2010 until today, the team has been owned and run by Mercedes. They've had an amazing run of success, been dominant for much of the time they've owned the company, winning, I believe, 8 constructors championships and 7 drivers championships. So Lewis Hamilton has won most of those. Obviously Nico Rosberg won one as well. And although they're not competing right at the front today, they are improving massively under the new regulations, and I'd expect them to be right up there challenging Red Bull in 2024. So we call this family dynasty the Brackley Dynasty. So yeah, starting with Tyrrell, then moving to BAR, then Honda, then Braun GP, and then finally Mercedes.